Oh shit. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome in. Can be washing dishes, scream if you need me. Prima got you. Thank you, Chocho. Hi, Ivan. How's my bunso? Hello, hello. Hi, Nikki. Gosh, there's a lot of people in here. Hi, Chanri. I'm glad you got your keyboard. That's awesome, dude. If you are streaming, I'll be there later. And then Bunso Jang. Have a good workout. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, it's my love Cammy. Oh, thank you. I got these from Etsy. I keep moving. Aren't they so pretty? No, stop. How are you, Cammy? Who else was in here? Hi, Neru. How's everyone's weekend? Celine, I see you. And I think that was it. Oh, Crunch was in there too. Hello, Crunch. Was that it? How's everyone's day? How's everyone's Monday? Well, Cammy, for you it's Tuesday. Yeah. But yeah, I got these earrings from Etsy. I think I got these as a gift, so Tuesday morning, yeah. Cammy, you get a Tuesday motivational message. Oh, frick. Chocho, thank you for the resub. What the heck? Thank you for resubbing for 2 months. You the best. Well, hello, gorgeous. Hi, Jay. How are you? How are all the lovely people living in the future? Imagine living in the future. It's so, like, time zones are just so interesting to me because, like, who's like the farthest end? Is it like Hawaii? Hawaii is like how many hours back? But then, I don't know. Never mind. I'm gonna say something dumb that won't make sense. But yeah. Dealing with the crisis. Oh. We'll send big hugs to Caesars. That's my cousin. No, that's my cousin. Can I get a shout out for Gaby? So remember that one time? Wait, fuck. How come? I feel like I'm off-centered. I don't feel right. I'm sorry. Okay. How are you, cuz? Ignore the box. I don't know why there's a box here. Hold on. Just hide my screen. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Trying to think what I did. I just had work today, and then what else did I do? It was actually not that eventful. No, I lied. It was. I got free Chipotle. that was eventful. So it was really good. And then now I'm here, and the weather's been getting pretty nice. So honestly, pretty happy about that. And then over the weekend, I watched 2 movies. What did I watch? Oh, I watched the Mario movie on Saturday, and then I watched Suzume on Sunday. So did a lot of watching for the first time in a while. So yes, I watched the Mario movie. It was actually like super cute. Like peaches. It was actually really cute. I thought it was gonna be like super cheesy, but honestly, it wasn't. Haven't seen either of those. Reed, get your butt over to a movie theater after finals. Oh wait, let's I'm gonna shout out Weed. I know you haven't streamed in a while, but here we go. Anyone do anything fun over the weekend? Anything fun? I'm excited for today. We got a good friend coming on in a bit, but just want to give space to just kind of talk about the day, talk about the weekend, if anything fun. Read how's school? You watched a Tagalog BL show? Ooh. Like it's like in the Philippines? Or is it just like on a website and then it just so happened to be in Tagalog? School's fine. Reed, you're almost done. In terms of like, you're almost done with the semester. Takes place in the Philippines and Thailand. Cute. Saw some good friends I haven't seen in a while and got some empanadas and drinks. Dude, I want some empanadas. You want a partner? Oh. I found out a fake friend. What happened? Ainako can't move because workout. Cause Kuya, you are doing like 1,000 whatever the heck you're doing. Make sure you get some rest. And hydrate. Go get la masa next time you're yes. I love la masa with a passion. If anyone goes to Milwaukee in Wisconsin, please go to La Masa. I love that place. Have I eaten? I haven't really been like super hungry lately, and I don't know why. I did eat a little bit before coming on, but we kind of chilling. So I had free Chipotle, so I think that made me full for the most part. But yeah. Oh, yes. Make sure you get your soups. Oh, and before I forget, we'll make sure we pin the form for today in case people got questions. I know some people had to dip out, but here's the form. I'll pin that for questions we have today, and I'll intro in just a bit. Grab a snack and take a break if you're feeling hungry. Thanks, Cammy. Cammy, what time is it for you? Isn't it? It's morning, right? And then turns out he told the whole rest of my old friend group I was boring. Someone from college? That's whack. It was pretty much the reason I wasn't invited to any hangouts. Oh, Reed. I'm sorry to hear that. That's super lame. Egg drop? Oh, I should get egg drop. That'd be a good soup to have. It's almost 9 a.m. We are 13 hours apart. Okay, yeah, you right. Hi, Kaijo. Cosmic, welcome. Welcome in. Yeah, Cammy lurking everywhere. Give me their profile, have a nice talk with them. Yeah, Scissors is gonna ban a lot of people into the Shadow Realm. It's okay, I reunited with the group now, which is why I haven't been online. That's fine. Hey, honestly, never apologize for doing IRL things. If anything, everyone needs to touch grass more. And that's okay if you don't. But sometimes we just gotta go outside. So, Cosmic, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, so the form is up at the top, y'all. I think you see it in the title, what we're talking about for today. Oh yeah, Cammy chills in Bosu's stream. I had to focus at work, so I couldn't be in his stream today. Alright, 14 minutes, yeah. Let's get going. Let's get chatting. Don't want to keep my guest waiting. We all don't talk to him now? There you go. Get rid of toxic people, Reed. We don't need that. You mean touch grass without the grass? Yeah. I'm good. Are those flower earrings? So actually, these are the sun. So these are the sun that is represented on the Filipino flag. So this is kind of like a good symbol for just like the Philippines. So it kind of does look like a flower almost, but it's a sun. Inky Pinky Ponky Daddy had a doggy. It's me. Hi Shania, welcome. Thanks for joining. There's more to the story, but I'm gonna save the details for another time. Okay. Hey, I mean, we got a form if people want to ask questions. I know it's maybe not relevant to the topic for today, but you know, we'll use that. We'll have maybe an open Q&A space at the end. So, you guys want to hear some Filipino riz I heard today? All right, hit it with us, and then we'll get going. What's the Filipino riz? Give us your best. I'm nervous. Oh, cause Jang was in here earlier, and I just his stream last night. I just cracked up so much. You have the Spanish Riz. I got like no Riz at all. I'm just making sure. Okay, cousin's really. Oh, are you the son? Because Arao I Arao missed you. Just got a spoken reset. Arao missed you. All right, everyone, rate it out of 10. Pretty good, cuz I give it a solid 4.5. 5. My rating is crickets. Jang was on your booty, ayo. I'll take the 4.5. Okay, yeah, honestly, better than a 0. I'll give it that. Alrighty, friends. I don't know, is my camera moving? I feel like my camera is shaking. Oh, I think it is. I'm sorry. I don't know why my camera's just shaky. Okay. It is wiggling a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't get earthquakes here. All right, let's get going because I don't want my person to wait. Oh, wow, I'm such a bad Filipino. Arao means sun, so that's for the sun earrings that I have for the non-Filipinos. Alrighty, welcome all. We're back at it. It's Monday. We're gonna be doing another. It was weird last time I put like Miso Motivational, but then we were talking about depression, and of course it was motivating in the end, but obviously the topic of depression is very hard for a lot of folks. So I kind of have to figure out how to phrase my Monday stuff because it's like in between of like, yeah, we talk about mental health and then it's motivational. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. Now I can say I know something in Filipino. Chanri, the one phrase you need to know is mahal kita. Hit it to like whoever you see. Hit it with the mahal kita. Magic, hello. Welcome in. We're about to get started. But yeah, Arao is I thought the one phrase was the swear one. That too. Someone else can teach Chenry that one. Yeah, everyone hit Chenry with some Filipino phrase and he can impress his friends. Alright. Let's get going. We are gonna bring in a very, very dear friend of mine. Not the putang one. Yo. Thanks for the alert, Kuya. Enjoy your foods. Make sure everyone eats. Please, if you haven't eaten yet. I know the West Coast people just finished work, so make sure you eat. My friend Tommy Peck. Oh, what the? This is family friendly. That's the only one you need to know. Ayo. Wait. Oh yeah, Magic. You're Filipino, right? It was Mosu. Oh dear God. Yeah, should I get food? Everyone get food. Get your soups. Everyone order up in the menu. Get your food in. And let's get going. Before I introduce the person that I'm inviting for today, you see the topic on the title, and those of you who have already kind of know the topic, you know what it is. Please be respectful. That's just kind of like the main thing that I want everyone to just be clear of for today. If this is a topic that resonates with you and is very close to your heart, awesome. I hope you get something out of it. If you're a little bit like hesitant about this, but you're still open to learn, feel free to just be here in this space. And then for those of you who may be in disagreement with some of the things or that we may be talking about, please just be respectful. We have someone who's going to share their experience on the topic. So We don't want to be dismissive of any of the things that are going to be brought up in here. Again, they're going to be sharing their perspective, their experience on, things that are important to them in their own life. So we cannot invalidate, the truths that they are personally living. Okay. So without further ado, oh gosh, I should unmute Fuse. Without further ado, I'm gonna introduce my good old friend. This is Celine. Everyone say hello to Celine. But yeah, I know everyone's gonna be respectful, but I just gotta make sure the boundaries and stuff are there. So, welcome, Celine.
Hello, everyone.
Sheesh, look at that. Oh shit, Don. Don, thank you for the prime. What the heck? Welcome. Can someone shout out Squeezy Lemerne? Good old Donald. And sorry, I have to just catch up on what everyone else has said. Oh, Magic, you're not Filipino, but you're an honorary Filipino. Honestly, if you know a Filipino, you're at some point an honorary Filipino. Right, Celine? That's Laura.
Yes, Laura is basically Filipino. For those of you who don't know her, she is white.
Yes, that's Celine's partner. So, hello, Donald. Celine, how's it going?
It's going good.
For context, it's really hard because Celine is not looking at anyone, but it looks like we're looking at each other. I keep saying it every time, but oh shit, vegan.
I'll try my best to look at the camera, even though I'm trying to look at you on my computer to feel like I'm talking to you.
I know, I see two of you and then they see none of me. So, but Mugen, how's it going? Can I also get a shout out for Mugen? Welcome in, how you doing, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, before we get started, Celine, can you kindly introduce yourself, what you're doing, your pronouns?
Yes. So for those of you who don't know me, which I think is most of you, I'm Celine. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. Let's see, Miso and I have known each other for a long time. It feels like almost 10 years now.
Sheesh. Yeah.
That makes me feel old. We are boomers. We are.
We're not that old, but we're old enough, so.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but that is me.
Nice. What are you doing right now?
Let's see what's happening in life. A bulk of my time is spent planning for my wedding in September.
Yes, they're gonna get married. Let's go.
Yes. I also work, so I'm a social worker right now, which I'll probably talk about my work a little bit because I do work in an LGBTQ focused clinic. So that is what I do for work, but I am working on making a career change into tech, like a lot of the world is right now. So TBD on that, but that is what I'm doing right now.
Yes. It's funny because I think back then when people are like, oh, I quit my job, people were like, oh, is everything okay? But nowadays when people are like, oh, I'm gonna change careers, I'm just like, yes, go change your career.
Literally. I tell anyone who's telling me should I switch careers? Should I change it up? I'm always like, yes, absolutely. Because I don't think you would be thinking those things unless there was a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
If you like your job, you're going to stay there, right?
Right.
Or you're not going to think about changing careers. So I'm always down for getting more money where you can and leaving toxic work environments.
Amen.
And that is all I'll say about that.
Nice. Shania, thank you for the lurk. And yes, everyone's in support too. I know we have some folks who are also going through work transitions, so collect the bag, friends. Yes, collect the bag. But yeah, I mean, thank you for joining us. I know you've been Celine's always just been supporting the streams. they were a real one for real. So,
7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Mondays, free.
You know, it's funny because I was like, oh, Miso and Monday? Yes.
Yes, like literally, it's in my calendar. Like, block this time off.
Oh, that's so sweet.
This is miso time.
Miso time. I love it. All right. Well, I mean, everyone sees the topic for today. It's a pretty broad one. I take Mondays off at this point. Oh, Jojo, you're sweet. Yeah, I mean, everyone sees the topic. Again, lots of these things has been pretty broad. If this is your first time tuning in, I gotta just repeat it. But every Monday, we kind of have, again, it's like a mental health / motivational talk of different sorts. Last week, we talked about depression. We had Kuya Park. That was really great. And obviously, some of these topics may rotate because they're very, very broad, and each of the people that we have on here is going to share a different experience and things like that. So if this is a topic that relates to you, if you check out the pinned post, I'll put it here again, ! form. Submit your questions if you have any specific questions for Celine, or if you have some stories that you would like to share based on this topic, or if we have some time and you have a story that might be not relevant to this topic in particular, if we have some time at the end, we can also do just like a Q&A on like mental health. And again, we kind of preface that me and the guest involved, so in this case Celine, we're not professionals in any way. We like talking about this stuff, but it doesn't mean it's, if you're going through something tough right now, it doesn't replace seeing a professional or things of that sort. So just be mindful of that. But obviously, we're more than happy to share our experience, and hopefully that helps you in some form or way. And if you're not relating to the topic, but you're here for the vibes, come vibe with us. So, alrighty. Okay, so Celine made a very, very great list of questions in here because I came unprepared, so I'm very thankful for them. So I think the first thing for, folks who are a little bit newer to this or just not as familiar. Oh, thank you, Jojo, for the hydrate. The first question that you had, Celine, was discussions about like the difference between gender identity and sexual orientation. So I think we're just kind of just have some terms to just kind of clarify for folks so that, when you hear these terms as we speak in kind of discussions later on, for folks who are not too familiar, at least like you have the background knowledge of that.
Yes, yeah. So I wanted to start off the conversation with this question, or this discussion, because I feel like a lot of people get sexual orientation confused with gender identity, confused with gender expression, which are all different things. So to shortly define all of them, so sexual orientation is the natural, emotional, romantic, sexual attraction that one has to other people. So I want to preface by saying I'm not a representative of communities as a whole. I'm only talking about my experiences, but I am comfortable disclosing my sexual orientation is queer. So I am emotionally, romantically, sexually attracted to people of all genders, as long as you are a consenting adult of age, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. That is who I'm attracted to. And so my sexual orientation is queer. Then gender identity is the internal concept that one has about their gender, or being male, female, a blend of both, neither. It's a whole spectrum. To more simply put it, I guess it's just how one perceives themselves and what they would like to be called and addressed in society. So for me, my gender identity, I identify as non-binary, specifically trans-masculine. So non-binary, for folks who aren't familiar, is I don't prescribe to the gender binary that is male and female, which is set by society. I kind of fall somewhere on that spectrum, not really fully one side or the other side. And then I specifically say transmasculine because I kind of tend to lean towards the masculine side of things, but there are aspects of femininity and femaleness that I still vibe with. So that is gender identity. And gender identity is different than gender expression, which is the external or outward appearance that you present to people based on your gender and how you feel your gender is. So that doesn't necessarily mean that your gender identity has to line up with your gender expression. There are people who identify as female who express themselves more masculinely, commonly referred to as tomboys, androgynous, XYZ. On the flip side, there are people who identify as male and express themselves more femininely. There are people who don't really express themselves one way or the other. So that is gender expression. And they're all different, but they all tie together in some way. I actually, Jess, I have like a little infographic that I could share.
Yeah.
With chat. It's called the Gender Unicorn.
Ooh.
And
is it a link?
Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me.
I want to see this unicorn. And then Chocho, is that what you meant?
Do I just put in chat?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I can. Oh, this is cute. Wait, hold on. Let me. I never know what my live scene is gonna look like. Alright, let's. Oh, Sush!
Hi, Sush.
Alright, so we're gonna. Alright. This is actually super cute.
Yeah, so it used to be the gender, I think it was like the gingerbread man, but then people were like, bruh, like,
Yeah.
that's a gendered thing. So
Right.
they changed it to the gender unicorn. But I literally, this is what I show people who have questions on like, what is the difference between all of the terminology when it comes to gender and sexual orientation, because this is a pretty good, I would say this is probably the best infographic we have to explain that in simple terms.
Very cool. Oh, what did my thing go away? Yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm gonna end that for now. Alright, yeah, so everyone take a look at this. I like it, it's very colorful. The unicorn is cute. I like it.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of gives an explanation of like roughly like where, you know, like your identity is how you perceive yourself, whereas like your sexual orientation is like how you feel in your heart, I guess. Is what they're trying to convey there.
Oh gosh, sorry.
And it is important to note that things can be on a spectrum. So if someone labels themselves as something, they're identifying on a whole spectrum of genders and sexual orientations. I could go into however many genders and sexual orientations there are, but there are
So
far
many.
too many to go through in one stream. So just to keep that in mind too.
Yeah. Feel free at any point if people have questions, as long as it's like appropriate and things like that. Feel free, you could just drop it in chat. Otherwise, again, I'll keep mentioning the form, so exclamation point form, if you want to save those questions for later for Celine to answer, or if you want to share experiences, or if you have questions about literally anything, you can save that as well. So thank you for Celine to just like defining all of those terms, you know, for folks, especially if this is something that you're new and you're just kind of here to learn. And if this is stuff that you are familiar with, yay, you get to revisit that or just hopefully learn something new as we keep talking. So the second question that you had, Celine, for those of you who may not know things within the news and things like that, a lot of things have unfortunately been happening, especially with trans students or just trans folks in general. And not just recently, just for a very, very long time. So I don't know if Celine, you want to just maybe touch upon like kind of like the stuff, maybe not necessarily like news articles, but just in general, kind of like what's been happening, and just it's just interesting with the term LGBTQ plus and just everything else, and how unfortunately just kind of like the things that trans folks kind of go through, and in terms of like society and even within the umbrella of the queer community.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very different. Even we're kind of lumped into the same community, right? Like the LGBTQ plus community, but every single letter and every single identity within that community deals with different struggles in society that people don't realize. But I think in terms of like what's happening now, like you said, most of the stuff happening is geared towards anti-trans legislation. For example, there are bathroom bills being proposed in government, kind of trying to dictate which bathrooms or which locker rooms students should be able to use in schools. Should they be able to use the bathroom that their gender identity aligns with, or should they be forced to use the restroom of the sex that they were assigned at birth? There's also let's see, what else? I mean, there's also bills being proposed to limit transgender or gender-affirming healthcare. So there are certain states that are trying to limit access to honestly life-saving medical care for trans people, like hormones, just access to doctors in general. Like there's some states where if you are a doctor and you prescribe these medications to people, like you could lose your license and be arrested and stuff. So that's happening. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to lump the drag queen bills that are happening in there, but it does have to do with at least the queer community as a whole, but also like trans people, because a lot of the people proposing these bills are under the assumption that drag queens are trans people or gender non-conforming people who are trying to influence their children in certain ways.
Right.
So those are kind of the big things happening. I'm sure there's a lot happening. Like I think last time I checked, there's something like 400 something bills, and like anti-LGBTQ bills that have been proposed in different states just in the United States this year. So I mean that doesn't even scratch the surface of what's happening, but kind of what's being covered in the media for the most part.
Right. Yeah. I encourage folks, if you're not sure what's happening, I know for a lot of people it's kind of hard to digest news, but just, take some time, even if it's like a few minutes. You're on the bathroom. I know everyone poops and you sit on the toilet, so, check stuff on your phone and just kind of see what's going on in the world, right? So, it's important stuff, right? This is stuff that's going to be affecting your friends, your family, or someone that you don't even know. So yeah, just be kind of mindful what's kind of going on in the world. But yeah, so that's kind of like the introduction to just kind of leading to things that you've been experiencing, Celine. So, I mean, I know you have like a ton of questions here, but kind of just want to give you space to just kind of share, I don't know, whatever's on your mind. I usually ask people, like, how do you connect mental health with whatever is going on or to the topic, right? So, I mean, you can use your questions as segue, but, I also want you just to be free to just kind of talk about, anything really.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously, I think mental health and LGBTQ issues go hand in hand, right?
Right.
And I think in terms of my personal experience, I mean, like I said, I can't speak for every queer person or every trans person in this world. But for me, I mean, coming out as queer and coming out as trans both have impacted my mental health in ways that just have been so significant and so life-changing, honestly. So I came out, oh man, I came out as a lesbian when I was still identifying as female. When I was 18, just a little baby gay in college. It was my freshman year at Marquette.
I very much remember.
Oh yes. Oh, I will get to the moment that I came out to you because I remember that so well.
Oh, I love that story.
But I had always so growing up, I'd always known something was different, but I just couldn't pinpoint what it was, right? And so I spent my whole life through the age of 18 conforming to what I thought everyone else wanted me to be instead of who I actually felt I was. So it wasn't until I got to college that I took the time to actually explore who I was. And I remember I had this moment where I was like, I am definitely gay when I was watching this TV show called The Fosters. If anyone has heard of it, it's basically this TV show that was on ABC about these two lesbians raising their family in the world and all the drama that happens with that. And one of the moms was super hot to me, so I was like, I'm definitely gay. This is it.
I love that.
So yeah, I came out to my parents I came out to two close friends. And then I think I came out, I don't exactly remember when I came out to you, Jess, but it was pretty shortly after, I think. It was sometime spring semester, I think.
I think so too. This was our first year of college.
Because I think it was because we were on the topic of the Oscars, and I think that year Ellen DeGeneres was hosting the Oscars.
Yes.
And I don't know why I thought it would be fun to come out to my friends by asking them or telling them, I have something to tell you, but you need to guess what it is. And so you guys are trying to guess, and I think I was starting to give hints or whatever, and I think I gave the hint of Ellen DeGeneres and I have something in common. And I think, Jess, you immediately put two and two together. You were like, yes, I know exactly what you're going to tell me. But our other friend, Jean, just could not comprehend what the connection was. And so the only thing she knew about Ellen DeGeneres was that she's gay. And so Jean kept asking me or telling me, you are gay. And I'm like, yes, Jean. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And it didn't compute in her brain. And she just kept on being like, you are gay. And I'm like, yes. Jean. That is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, but Ellen DeGeneres is gay. You are gay. Yes. Yes.
I am still gay.
Yes. The first time you asked me to the third time you asked me, the answer is still the same. Yes. So that was my initial coming out to people when I was a freshman. And then I lived my life openly as a open proudly queer person throughout college. After college, I started dating my fiance junior year. We've been together for a long time.
We love Laura.
Yes, we stan Laura.
We stan
Maybe
Laura.
Maybe she'll roll up in the chat at some point, and you'll know from her username who she is. But then I remember so for those of you who don't know me, or who didn't know me in college, I used to have long ass hair, like literally hair down to my butt.
Longer than mine.
Which clearly, yes, like it was long, and I always kept it up in a ponytail, and I always had a headband on for the most part.
Yep.
And then I took the plunge and I cut my hair 2018, 2019, I don't even remember at this point. And that was kind of the beginnings of me questioning my gender, because I was like, I just thought it was like a change. I was going through a crisis, because I think that was the time when we both were going through our PT struggles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I want to be anymore. So I'm going to cut my hair. And I cut my hair, and I kept on getting comments like, oh, like this haircut, like it suits you. And I cut my hair to like what it is, pretty much what it is now, maybe a little bit longer, but like short. And so it kind of got me thinking like, yeah, this haircut does feel right. Why didn't I do this earlier? And why does it feel so connected to how I perceive myself? Like I thought it was just kind of a change. And so I started doing some questioning, and it kind of was just a slow progression of following more people on social media who are trans or non-binary, knowing more people personally in my life who are trans or non-binary, that I started to kind of question and relate to their experiences that they were talking about. And I think at some point I kind of had this realization of, if I'm relating to these people's experiences enough, or I'm putting myself in their shoes and saying, yeah, I've been through that before, maybe it's worth looking into or reflecting on whether or not I am that thing. So I remember I told Laura, I was drunk at a wedding, and I told Laura, crying in the bathroom, like, I think I'm non-binary, while she's like on the toilet. I don't know.
Throwing up.
And I was like, this is not the place to be having this conversation. But, you know, drunk, what is it? Drunk actions, sober thoughts, or something like that.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, like, Laura's been the absolute best, and she kind of was the catalyst for experimenting with stuff. So she was the one who kind of suggested, like, hey, should I start going back and forth between she, her pronouns and they, them? And I was like, yeah, let's try it. And then eventually that, like, they, them just stuck, and that is what feels the most right now. She was the one who she kept on checking in with me over the course of a year, like, hey, wanted to see how you're doing with this, you know, like, how are you feeling, you know, with your gender and stuff like that. So she kept on checking in with me, and that was really helpful. And I started to get enough negative, dysphoric feelings where I kind of told her one day, I think I need to come out. Like, I can't keep living in my truth behind the scenes. I need to start telling people, because I feel like I almost rationalized it, and I was like, me keeping my authentic self from people is doing myself a disservice, and doing the people around me a disservice, right? So I came out, I think I came out to a bunch of friends first, and this was fairly recently. I mean, I just came out as non-binary last year. Yeah, I think I like came out to you, I don't know if over text or like a Snapchat. I don't exactly remember but yeah, I started the process of coming out as non-binary, and then I also started the process at the same time of um, physically transitioning. So I started taking hormones and seeing the changes from that. But so that's kind of been my journey thus far. And like I was saying at the beginning of my long story, my mental health, because of coming out and because of transitioning, has just improved immensely. It's crazy how a person's mental health can improve just by them being allowed to be themselves, them knowing who they are as a person. Yeah, all of that was just super helpful. So,
Is this?
sorry, I'm in my community room, so there's like it's a little bit more public, but
Oh, I thought it was Laura.
oh, it's on. Yeah.
Hello.
A little bit, yeah. If that's okay. Sorry.
Get out. We're doing an interview.
MySpace, friends, MySpace.
Hi, other person.
I knew that. See, and I knew that was going to happen too. And I was like, it's either Laura's going to interrupt me, or the dogs are going to interrupt me, or other people are going to. So, anyways,
just have a sign like streaming in progress.
honestly, but yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, I feel like my mental health has greatly improved from coming out, and yeah, I guess that's my journey so far.
Yeah, thank you for sharing like all of that. And I mean, I've told you this many times, but I'll just say it to everyone here. Ever since Celine came out and just went through that transition, I've seen them just so much happier. And you look great. I don't know, but I don't know. You just feel more you, and I can tell that you feel more comfortable in your skin as well. And yeah, you could just tell that you're owning so much more to your identity. And I don't know, at least to me, and I'm sure a lot of other folks, like it just shines. So, which is cool to see.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I've definitely gotten that a lot. And I mean, I can even acknowledge, like, I can see how my self-esteem has gone up, my confidence has gone up. I think part of going through my transition too was just starting to accept that, like, this is my life and I'm going to do with it what I want, and what I do with my life does not impact other people, and how I identify does not impact other people. So I'm just going to do what I want for myself. And yeah, I mean, that's definitely made me more confident. And I've definitely gotten a lot of comments of how people can just see not even the physical changes per se, but just like the confidence and the self-esteem changes.
Yeah. Scissors says, thank you for sharing your story as well. And for folks, I mean, I know we still have plenty of more questions, but feel free, I'll just keep reminding people. If you would like to ask Celine a question, please don't be shy. There is exclamation point form. Again, if you would like to ask anything, or if you are hoping to maybe be in a similar spot as Celine, or if you're going through your own personal journey that you would like advice on, literally on anything, feel free. You know, Celine has went through different stages of literally everything. This is like 10 years. Yeah, we're turning 28. You came out,
I know,
when you were 18. Holy shit,
yes,
dude.
so it was oh my gosh, it was October 11th. Like, I call my coming out date, or anniversary, I guess, is like I came out to my parents on October 11th when I turned 18. And I always remember that day because I just so happened, without knowing, I came out on National Coming Out Day, but I didn't know that I came out on National Coming Out Day.
Oh my
So now I
gosh.
always remember the day that I came out.
What are the
But
chances,
yeah, it's
honestly?
been 10 years.
Holy.
I know. Maybe that's just the sign that that was the foreshadowing of what was to come.
Wow. That's awesome.
So
But yeah. So, sisters, you feel old. Honestly, that's how we feel. We were like setting up and we're like, how do we do this again? So we feel you.
yeah, I'm assuming the 94 in your username means you were born in 94. So I feel you.
You are so smart. I did not guess that at all.
I don't know. Maybe I'm either being big brained or very smooth brained right now. I don't know.
No, you are being big brain because you're right, and I didn't get that at all.
So I mean, for us, like, sisters, you're older than we are. Dang.
Yeah, we're getting so close to 30. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, 30s I heard is the new 20. So
Okay, no, I'm actually really looking forward to turning 30 because I feel like the 30s are where I'm actually going to start thriving. And
Yeah.
like, not that I'm not thriving now, but like, I'm actually going to start feeling like an adult. I don't feel like an adult right now, is the thing.
I feel
Even though
that.
I'm old.
Gonna head off and get some work done. See you, and thanks for stream. Thank you, Shania. Make sure you eat. Make sure you drink some water. So, thank you for stopping by. You're kind of smooth brain. Okay, cuz your sister's 31 and she's vibing out here. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna still be vibing. We'll still be thriving. So, let me see really quick if we have some questions. We do not say okay. Feel free at any point as we're kind of going through different questions and things like that. Just let us know. Feel free. You could also be in the chat. I don't know who else is in here, but if you're lurking too, feel free. Hopefully you're getting something out of this as well. But we have some other questions that's going to be helpful just in terms of like action steps of like if you personally are going through something, or two, if you are someone like me who doesn't identify or just simply straight, and you want to be an ally and help support friends, family, whoever in your life, or just anyone really in the LGBTQ plus community, how to be supportive of them, or just what are things that you need to know, things that you should be doing. We'll talk about that as well for at least like the next hour or so. But if you have personal questions, feel free. Come on in. We genuinely don't bite. So, and okay, let me pin this. Alright, there we go. Let me try to look through. I think we... Alphabet Mafia. You've been...
Yes.
What is that?
The Alphabet Mafia?
What is that?
That's like another way to say LGBTQ plus community.
Oh.
Like it's from I think it's from a TikTok. Like someone was like, if you are part of the Alphabet Mafia or whatever, I don't know.
I'm so bad with TikToks. Like someone has to like send me things. Yeah, George is making fun of me. He's like, I'm just so old. I don't use freaking TikTok. My TikToks are literally from Instagram. It's like I'm like, oh yeah, I watch Instagram stories, but it's literally TikToks. Like,
Jess is exposing herself as a boomer now.
I'll you'll send it to me. Thanks, sisters. Is Pepe Le Pew the TikTok account? Oh, I thought it was like the Pepe Le Pew is the TikTok video.
No, it's a person.
It's a person? Okay. Yeah, just send it to me, Jay. Thank you. So I'm trying to look it through. Jess is my favorite boomer. What the? It's fine. I'll take it. I'm trying to look through which questions because he has some good ones in here, honestly. Yeah, we kind of checked point. Oh my gosh, Celine, you made it checks off so nicely. This is so satisfying.
Basic Google Docs skill.
I can't even do this. Let's see. I think we can start off with let's do this one just since it was relevant to your story. So for folks who have you know, people who came out as trans, or if you're not really exposed to folks who identify themselves as transgender, because you might not, you know, have people in your life that identify as that, or maybe you don't even know. So Celine, what's kind of like the biggest or like most common misconception of trans folks? Oh, did I lose you, Celine?
Oh man. Um,
Are you good?
am I still here?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. I think. Uh. Uh. I like kind of hear you, but you're waving. You have to come back.
Stuffed.
No, you're
What?
fine. You're fine. It's V chill. It's V
Am I,
chill.
am I back now?
Yes, you're back. Welcome back.
Okay, I don't know what happened there.
That's okay.
Um, am I good now?
Yes, you are good.
Okay. So I think the biggest misconception that I see about trans people currently circulating in media and society is that we are just confused, or that we're trying to trick people. Um, Whatever that means, I don't even know. Um, I always think about, if anyone has watched Survivor before, there's this one episode specifically that went like super viral because during an elimination, one contestant outed another contestant as trans on national television, and their justification for doing so was trying to show the other contestants voting on who to send home
What the
that this
frick?
trans person was able, like, had the ability to be deceptive by not telling people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't remember what season. I just remember that the transphobic dude's name was Jeff. That's all I remember. But yeah, like, that I think is the perfect example of like the biggest misconception that I think people have, like,
Oh my
that trans people are
gosh.
just confused about their identity, or that they are trying to trick people into thinking that they're something that they're not. And obviously, like, that's not the case, right? Like, I think every person in this world deals with gender, deals with sexual orientation, whether or not you think about it consciously, subconsciously, whatever. But there are just some people who don't, who are fortunate enough to be born in the body and in a society that aligns with how they identify, right? Versus trans people have to go through this process of self-discovery, explicitly putting labels to what they're feeling in order to figure out who they are, right? Like cisgender, or people who identify with the sex and gender that they were assigned at birth. That's not something that they have to really think about if they don't want to or have to, right? Same with straight people. Like, for the most part, people who are cisgender or who are straight do not think, oh, I am cisgender, or oh, I am straight. Like, that is just an accepted fact about them. So I think, I think the biggest misconception is that trans people are confused or trying to trick other people. Let me try changing my Wi-Fi here. Let's see if that works.
Okay. You came back. In the meantime,
Does that work?
yes. Hi Ken, how's it going?
Okay, I changed my Wi-Fi.
Okay, you sound clearer now.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might be my Wi-Fi then. But yeah, I think that's the biggest misconception. I mean, I think other misconceptions I've heard recently are that letting trans people use the bathroom or locker room that they want to is a dangerous thing, which is not the case. I think I can speak for most trans people that I'm just using the bathroom to use the bathroom, and I'm just using the locker room to change and get on with my day. That's essentially what I'm using those things for. So I think that's a big misconception as well. And there's plenty other ones. There's plenty other ones. Trying to think. Transitioning. Sorry, go ahead, Jess.
Oh, no. I was going to say earlier, Scissors and Cammy, they seem to be familiar with the Survivor episode as well.
Yeah, it probably was one of the most shocking things to happen on television, in my opinion. Like, and I think this person, this trans person, like, they weren't out in their personal life, or at least they were only out to like select people. They weren't out to everyone in their life, so they literally just got outed to millions of people on national television by this dude who I think someone in the chat was working for an LGBTQ organization, and yeah, he was. So that made it even more messed up.
Jeez, that's, yeah, holy. When was this?
Oh man, it kind of was an older clip. I'll see if I can. Let me see if I can like link it.
You'll find it. Okay, Jay said.
Because I never. Cool. Yeah, I never watched Survivor, but it went so viral that like it showed up on like, I don't know if it was like Facebook or like Instagram when it came out, but yeah, it's like I can't even fathom going through what that person went through on national television. And I mean, I consider myself a pretty open person, and I consider myself willing to share my story pretty openly, but on that large of a scale, like that is just not great, and a huge no for the dude who outed him, because he was trying to, that whole clip, he was trying to be like, I do care about you, I do support you, I know other trans people in my life and they know this is not who I am. And it's like, okay, like, you
not your decision.
Back yourself, backtrack into making yourself look like a supportive person, right?
That's so rude. They said it's 2017, episode 7 of Survivor Game Changers. So, geez, yeah, I can't.
Oh, okay, that's more recent than I was expecting. Yeah.
Jeez, that's awful. Well, thank you for sharing. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of misconceptions just for like all different aspects. It was just such a shocking episode. Even the host was baffled by what the guy said. Like, he was so shocked. I'm surprised. So sorry, just to clarify. So that person, that was a contestant, correct? That
yeah, so the trans person was a contestant, and the person who outed him was also a contestant. And this happened during, I don't watch Survivor, so I don't exactly know like the layout of, or the premise, right? But it must have been when they were choosing who they were going to vote off the island, I think. And so he was trying to be like, oh, this person, I can't remember what their name was, the trans person, but this person is capable of deceit because they are trans and they have not told any of you.
Their name is Zeke.
Zeke, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yes,
okay.
Zeke.
Scissors will just send me all the links because I can't find anything.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and then I think there we go. Yeah, I think it ended. I think it ended with everyone voting that transphobic dude Jeff off because they were like, you're not staying after that. Like that was so messed up. And I mean, there were,
Oh
I think
my
in the cast there were
gosh.
other people who identified as LGBTQ as well.
Yeah. Oh my
So even
gosh.
if they didn't identify as, yeah, even if they didn't identify as trans, they still could relate in some way to being outed, right? Someone had
Mm-hmm.
about trans people.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, in a sense, it's like, I'm surprised that they continue to air it on TV, but then at the same time, at least it like instigated like conversations and people to be like outraged by that happening. But still, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel having that like for national television to see.
Yeah, and I think I read up on like the behind the scenes of when it happened, and I think Zeke they asked him what they wanted to do or what he wanted to do with the situation, and he chose to have the show air
Okay.
everything that happened as a way to like
Okay.
start conversation
Okay.
um,
So they gave
with
so they gave consent to for them to broadcast that.
yes, yep.
Okay.
So it's not like he would have been outed on national television if he didn't want them to. Like they could have just edited that out, right? But
Right.
he gave them the permission to air everything that happened so that for the purpose of just educating people on a topic that honestly in 2017 wasn't the most talked about topic.
Right.
I mean, LGBTQ issues, especially trans issues, are more talked about now than even before in 2017. But I mean, especially at the time, like there wasn't too much conversation happening around the trans community at all.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'll have to watch that at some point. So, Celine, someone actually asked a question for you.
Yeah, if you want to be angry,
If I want to be angry, all right. Oh, you sent it to me. Thanks, Jay. Someone asked you a question, Celine, on the little form that I had, and they said, if it's not too personal, what were your family's reactions to you coming out?
Yeah. So, and I don't know if the person who asked that means coming out as queer, coming out as trans, but I can share both. So coming out freshman year as lesbian at the time, I came out to my parents via text message because at the time, with how my family was growing up, I was under the assumption that they were going to disown me. So I had made preparations with friends that like I literally had just met in college. Like, hey, if I get kicked out, like, can I stay with you? Like, can I like stuff like that. So I came out to them over text. She didn't want to.
Oh, you're good. You good? Technical Wi-Fi difficulties. In the meantime, hopefully everyone is doing okay. If you want to ask Celine more questions, feel free. Exclamation point form. It's still pinned up there, so feel free to ask away. we're still just gonna be chilling here. I don't know if I'm gonna sing at the end. I don't know. We'll see. We do not hear you, Celine. I see you though. And you look great. Yeah, I don't hear you right now. Oh no. You are not muted. No. Celine, if anything, if the webcam is too much, if the mic is working, we can do that too. Just let us know. Oh, hey. Hold on, so we can recall. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully we get Celine back. Celine? Celine, if you're talking, I still can't hear you. I ended up going my Wi-Fi again. Honestly, Celine is feeling the same way with the Wi-Fi. Bro, why? No. It's okay. Apartment Wi-Fi ain't the best sometimes. We're doing good. Honestly, I'm so tired. I feel so bad. Thank God my camera is kind of grainy. But like, if it was like high def and you saw my face, it'd just be like, you just see the eye bags and the wrinkles. So, you gonna go shower? You'll be right back. Okay. Have a good shower.
Okay.
Oh!
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I do hear you right now.
Okay, I don't know. I literally don't know what's happening. But
no, you're good.
I don't know what I did.
That's fine. Scissors, do you hear Celine?
So I'll just be a voice.
Thank you, Ken. Okay, hold on. Let's
Lit.
Celine, what would you like to be? Well,
let's see. I like how Sush is Pokemon.
So which Pokemon would you like to be? We can now hear Celine's beautiful voice.
Let me be Bulbasaur. I'll go with my OG.
Janine would be super happy with you. Alright, let me... Bulba. Oh. Sushil, them. Pashmina from Animal Crossing?
No, not Pashmina, bro.
I don't even know who that is.
Like her?
Okay, it's okay, Sushil. It's all about acknowledging and correcting. Cancelled? Oh, dang, never mind. Alright, we'll do this. And then... I forgot what the thing is called. What is this link called? Oh. One moment, friends. Y'all can talk amongst each other. Alright, we're gonna do... Give me one moment in time. How the heck do I change this? South. Bro, why isn't this not? Like, actually, like, download. Like, why won't it download? I didn't have to do this, but I'm committed already.
I was gonna say, I don't have to be Bulbasaur.
No, you're gonna be Bulbasaur. There we go.
I could just be like a floating or off in the distance voice, like in the sky for people.
KP! Oh my goodness, how are you doing? Long time no see. Are you done with finals? Frick, what is this called? Sorry, we're doing a little pause right now. I think it's this one. You're good. I am doing well. I'm sorry, I'm like adding something right now. So everyone's just chilling at the moment. Oh frick, it wasn't this. I messed up. Nope. When are your finals? It's the... oh, this one. Okay. Shalene. Add. Oh. Alright. Ah! Oh no! It's showing your icon, but not Bulbasaur! What the heck? Wait, can you say something, Celine?
Hello.
It's showing. Do you see it? It's you know, honestly,
honestly, that's a good representation of how I feel right now. So this is fine.
I am dead. It's just so funny. That's a shiny bulb. That's a shiny Bulbasaur. Oh my god, I'm dead, bro. Okay, there we go.
New Pokemon. Next gen.
Oh wait, hold on. I feel like I need to like move my... Hold on, how do I... Can I like... I'm so dead. Oh, you start finals next week, KP? Good luck, girl. You got it. Sorry, this is so scuffed, bro. Wait, I wanna like... I want to make it look like I was facing you, but it's fine. Actually, you know what? Hold on. What is properties? Transform. Flip horizontal. There we go. It's such... This is so... Okay, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm dying. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay. I'm crying. It is super cute. I need to like fix my... Here we go. There we go. I don't know why my chat is like underneath it all, but that's fine. There you go. Alright. Ah, it's... Frick. It's so beautiful. Oh no. This whole thing is scuffed, y'all. It's fine. There we go. There's definitely like more space, but whatever. Whatever, we're chilling. Okay. There we go. You can just there. You can just yell at me. Okay. It's all good. Thanks, Jay. Alright. We good, Celine? 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 Oh god, we lost Celine again. Celine? Are you ready for finals, KP? Oh. Celine, are you good? Oh god, we lost Celine. We lost Bulbasaur. Oh no. Hello. Oh no. Okay, well, they're gonna come back. You're not ready? Oh no.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
You can hear me now?
Yes. Okay, we made it.
Okay.
We made it back.
Christ.
That's
I'm
okay.
back.
That's okay. You are back. Hello from the other side. I honestly lost track where we left off.
I think I don't remember how much of my coming out story people heard or where I cut off.
Yes.
But so I can start from the beginning if people want me to. Oh, via text. Okay. So I came out to my parents via text because I thought I was going to get disowned, and I did not want to have them disown me face to face, which is why I texted them. And they reacted better than what I was expecting, which I will give them that. My dad was like, I knew this whole time. My mom was in complete shock, which I thought was going to be the opposite. I thought it was going to be my mom knew this whole time and my dad had no idea, but it was reversed. And they basically were like, we still love you. We're not disowning you. As long as you continue to go to church, that's all we care about. Which, unbeknownst to them, I had stopped going to church already. But we didn't tell them that. So that was me coming out to my family. I guess, so I have two younger sisters too, and I didn't come out to them right away at the request of my mom, because she kind of thought, she was kind of in the camp at the time of my sisters were too young to understand what was going on. So my middle sister was 16 and my youngest sister was 10. So I actually did come out to them as, when I came out to them, I came out as queer, and that was in my junior year, like right around when I started dating Laura. Because I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I'm not going to hide my relationship from my family. Like, I'm not about to do that. So you can either tell them or I can tell them, but I am going to come out to them because I'm in this relationship now and I want to share it with you all. And I came out to friends. That was pretty easy because all our friends were super supportive and stuff. So, and then when I came out as non-binary, I came out to my parents last year in May, I remember, and I texted my mom, and I was like, I was less nervous this time around, but still nervous. But I was like, hey, are you and dad free later to have a phone call? Like, I need to tell you guys something. And I was going to use that time in between telling them that and the actual phone call to like prepare what I was going to say, all that stuff. And my mom was like, no, I'm going to call you right now because I am too anxious that something is wrong. So you need to tell me what you're going to tell me right now. So I got on a call, and Laura was with me, and I came out to them as non-binary, and it was a completely different response than when I came out as queer. My mom was like, that was the big news you were going to tell us. Like, that I was getting so anxious that something was wrong, that something like you were going to go to the hospital or something, but like you're just coming out to us as non-binary. Like, there were more pressing things to tell me than that. And I was like, okay, cool. And my dad, he kind of gave this really like really cheesy, corny analogy. He was like, Celine, I love you, I accept you, I support you. We'll do our best to use your pronouns, XYZ. and you just gotta live your life like bamboo. And I was like, what the fuck? And
Bamboo.
he was like, yeah. And he was like, bamboo, like you have to live your life like bamboo. Like bamboo, when a storm is coming, it bends, but it doesn't break. And then when the storm passes, it just stands straight up again. And so when
Aww.
people, yeah, so when people are gonna have shit to say about you, people are gonna look at you a certain way because they don't agree with how you're living your life. And like essentially he was just like, fuck them. He was like, um, just do you, uh, live your life how you want to, because my parents are, let's see, they're in their mid 50s now, and they're like, at some point you just get too old to care about what other people are doing with their lives.
Yep.
So like just do you, we care about you, and that's all that matters. So that is how my family reacted. And I'm pretty sure I never formally came out to like extended family or anything. um my sisters, it was super chill. Like they were typical Gen Zers being like, okay, cool, like whatever, like that's fine. That wasn't super like shocking or super dramatic as you made it out to seem. Um, and I think my extended family knows. I mean, I honestly didn't come out to them, but I think my mom probably mentioned something. And I know like my parents are pretty good about using my pronouns, even when I'm not around too. So I'm sure my extended family knows too.
No. Scissors said, W family, honestly envious.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am lucky to have the experience that I did. I mean, um it wasn't all positive. Like there definitely was a lot of learning, and I will say that my parents have come so far in their journey of accepting LGBTQ plus people. Um but yeah, I honestly couldn't have asked for a better experience when it comes to my family. I mean, yeah, they could have been accepting right away, but um, you know, it also has allowed us to become closer and have those conversations that are difficult. That I'm sure, as a lot of, especially if you're Asian or Filipino, like we don't. I feel like just generally we don't really talk about our emotions with our families, or hard things with our families. And so that was an opportunity for me and my family to uh, get a little bit deeper with one another, and not just the surface level stuff like we usually talk about.
Yeah. No, I think that's really awesome. And I know, like what you said, like not many people are very fortunate enough to have that safe place within people in their home life, to open up to. Um, and I know one of the questions that you had, and actually, it wasn't a question that you had, but kind of connected to segue into. Wow, that was not even a sentence. To segue into that, it was just like, for folks that are struggling to maybe come out, or who may not have maybe a good home life where they can open up to things like that. Is there any, I know that wasn't your own personal experience, but what might be some advice for people kind of struggling with that?
Yeah, I think the first piece of advice I always give to baby gays or baby queers or baby trans folks who are like planning on coming out is to trust your gut and trust what you know about yourself. Because I think a lot of the time, queer and trans people tend to gaslight themselves into thinking that what they're feeling is not valid and not real, and that they're just in their heads. So I would first say, yeah, trust your gut and that what you're feeling is valid. Um, I would say weigh all the possibilities, kind of ask yourself, like, how might coming out make my life, how might coming out change my life? How might it make things easier? How might it make things more difficult? And after you reflect on that, kind of prepare yourself if coming out is still something that you feel like you should do at that time. So, like for me, I didn't necessarily think it was the safest to come out. Like, I definitely was under the impression that my life was going to be made more difficult. And so I took the precautions that I needed to make sure that I was safe. And but I also got to a point where if I didn't come out, like, that was going to have such a toll on my mental health. Like, especially when I came out as non-binary, it got to a point where I was like, I like physically cannot bear the weight of holding this in anymore. So even if you weigh all your possibilities and you kind of just have to just make sure that the precautions and support systems are in place for you to be safe after coming out. And then, I also would say to not have any expectations, which I think, I'm being kind of hypocritical in that because I definitely had expectations when I came out, but you can't ever predict how someone is going to react when you come out to them. I mean, I have come out to people that I thought were going to be not accepting of me, and they were the most accepting people that I've ever encountered in my life. And on the flip side, I came out to people that I thought were my biggest allies and accepted me, and come to find out they actually don't agree with how I'm choosing to live my life and how I identify. So I think not having expectations is an important way to preserve your peace and preserve your mental health, just so you don't go into it expecting one thing and getting another thing out of it. And yeah, I mean, come out when you're ready. I think a lot of the times people can feel external pressure to come out, like, let's say you come out to a friend and they're like, you should come out, everyone should know this, whatever. But you're the only person who knows the right time to share things about yourself with people. So come out when you feel you're ready. Don't identify when you're being pressured by others to do so, and handle that however you will. But and I would say, yeah, I think that kind of sums it up.
Nice. Sorry, I was like drinking water and I was like, the old in me was getting a heartburn. I was like, oh god, I didn't even eat a whole lot today and I just feel like heartburn. No, but thank you for sharing that, Celine. I think for someone like me and maybe some other folks here in the chat who don't identify, Chocho, don't give me that look. It's just, well, you got old, you're gonna get heartburn, girl. I'm just saying, get your Tums ready. Oh, it's for Jay? Oh, okay, sorry. I think since we have about like a little more than 20-ish minutes left, I think it's going to be important for folks who want to become better allies to just kind of be resourced with, just like tips and tools on how to be a better supporter for people in their own lives and just, for just people in general in the LGBTQ community. And obviously I want to become more educated, and I'm sure folks who are listening who are still here, and if you are, thank you for being here still, who want to educate themselves more too. I know we had kind of like different versions of kind of like action steps for kind of like the different questions that you had, Celine, but yeah. I think if we were to just kind of like sum up, what are just like, you would say like the most important things, and I think I did see hold on, give me 1 second. Someone shared a story in the forum And they said, thought I'd share a funny story of how my best friend and I became friends. We were at a skating event with friends, and I just skated to her, introduced myself, and told her I was gay, then skated away. She right away was like, okay. And then they become best friends.
I love that. That honestly, that's how it should be, right? Like, you should just be able to tell someone, like, if you feel comfortable, like, this is how I identify, and that should just be an accepted fact. Like, it would be so ideal to live in a world where people didn't need to come out to people. Like, it was just accepted that
Right.
you date certain people, or you're attracted to certain people, or you are doing certain things to affirm your gender, and just like not have that question. But yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah. Hi, Ash. Thank you. Oh, I've seen your best friend, Jade. That's super cute. But yeah, thank you. We rocking the same earrings. I need some new earrings for my birthday. That's super cute. But yeah, sorry, going back to Celine. And for people who are tuning in, we're just kind of talking about action steps for people who want to be in better support of the LGBTQ community. So specifically those who are people like me. We're just straight. We're nothing super special. I mean, we're all special, but so Celine, kind of what's like the biggest, I think, things that we should take away from this conversation and how to be a better supporter for all of you.
So I think
I know there's a lot.
Yeah, no, but I think like what you're doing now, and like the conversation we're having right now is like one of the biggest ways. Like, just being open to learning, listening, educating yourself, having these conversations with people in the community, and also amongst like other allies as well, to just develop a better understanding of the LGBTQ plus community and the things that they're experiencing and going through. I think you mentioned before, but there's a lot of stuff happening like in the news and politically, which I think can be not the best thing for people's mental health right now. But I also think it's important to stay up to date on what's happening, just so when you inevitably encounter that issue or thing in your life, you're prepared to handle it, and be that ally for the community that's affected. I think not assuming things about people is really important. I mean, that's just like a super general thing, and not just specifically for the LGBTQ plus community, but especially like with this community, with my community. Like, don't assume that all your friends, coworkers, roommates, people in your life, don't assume that they're all straight. Don't assume that they're all cisgender. I mean, in general, don't assume someone's gender or sexual preferences or pronouns even, just because you don't know who in your life identifies a certain way, and you don't want to accidentally be disrespectful to and invalidating to their identity. But I think the most important thing is thinking of allyship or being an ally as an action rather than just a label. I have conversations with my queer friends all the time, and straight friends too, of what allyship means to us as people of the queer community. And there are a lot of aspects of society and of queer culture that all people partake in that they don't even realize stemmed from queer culture. And they get to participate in those things and then go back to their lives being straight, cisgender people, and not having to deal with those issues if they don't want to or have to, right? So I think it's important to not just be all talk, and to actually take action, to be an ally to the community, whether that means, you know, like obviously going to protests and going to marches and going to, political events and voting for people politically who, support and will fight for the LGBTQ plus community. But it could even be things that you encounter more in your daily life, like if you hear a homophobic or transphobic comment from someone, like confronting that person about it, not just uh, standing by and not saying anything. Or, if someone accidentally misrepresents or misgenders another person, like correcting them and educating them on that. So I think, honestly, if there's one thing that I want people to take away from this stream, it's that allyship is an action, and it is something that I think is earned rather than deserved. Like, I think for people to call themselves allies, they need to prove why they're an ally, right? Like, it's not just this thing of like, well, I have a gay best friend, or my I don't know, my friend is trans, or someone I know in my life identifies in the LGBTQ plus community. Like, that's not enough to really call yourself an ally, right? Like,
Right.
You have to be doing the actual work to better society so that this community can live more comfortably in it, is what I would say. So if there's one thing that you all can take away from this stream, that is probably the one thing.
No, that's awesome. And I think that puts into perspective for just a lot of different things of just like, it's so easy to just say like, yeah, I support this. Yeah, exactly what Sush just quoted. Like, allyship is earned. I think it's so easy to be like, oh, but like I'm friends with Celine. Like, like I don't hate gay people. I don't hate trans people. So like I'm an ally. And I think for people in this space who watch streams, and some folks in here also stream as well, if we were to just take it into context of like this space that we use to watch people play games or just chat and things like that, just being mindful of who you're talking to. It's very hard, and I've had conversations with different folks throughout this 2-month period of me being here, of like, sometimes we can't really identify the pronouns of anyone in here with like the usernames. So just be mindful of like pronouns of the person if the individual is states their pronouns and is comfortable with that, but never assume the gender or the pronoun of that person. So hi Artsy, hope you had a good nap. Hello, welcome. And I know that I've seen lots of streamers in like their discords have been really great about doing like little like reaction rolls of like pronouns, and just showing like what do you identify as, like what are you comfortable, like what's your preferred name and things like that. So I think it's really cool that different spaces allow that for individuals of any identity to just kind of feel safe and seen, right? So if you are someone who streams or someone who has a Discord, just make sure you acknowledge that as well. And obviously toxicity is everywhere, so I think also being mindful in these types of spaces, if you see someone that says something incorrectly or false, that working up the courage to speak out towards individuals or folks, even friends, right? Friends and family, right? Like when Sush accidentally used she for the pronouns for Celine, right? I'm not saying that like, oh, Sush, you're canceled, you're the worst person ever, right? But it's just out of love, because we love Celine and we want to make them feel safe. So correcting your friends and family members and people around you is also just making other people feel safe too. So yeah, period.
Yeah, and I mean, I think like you make a good point, right? Like it doesn't even need to be like a big deal, right? Like
Right.
you can just, correct someone, or like maybe confront is such a strong word because sometimes it has to be confrontational, but even if it's just like a small little like, hey, just a gentle reminder that this person's pronouns are XYZ, or this person doesn't have a wife, they have a husband, whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
then like moving on, because I think
Mm-hmm.
um, you also don't want to make it a big deal out of the comfort of the person that is affected by the comment or joke or whatever was said, right? Like it doesn't need to be a big deal. So I think you kind of hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's been helpful for me is being open to making mistakes, and not to say like don't be ignorant, but there are times where I've incorrectly like said the wrong pronouns to you, Celine, and other things too, and then people would have to like message me on the side like, oh, by the way, like you said this, right? Rather than getting like really defensive and like just angry, like, no, like I didn't say that. Just being like accepting that like, oh my gosh, like, I am sorry that I addressed you that way. I'll be mindful of, saying this in the future, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's really all that needs to happen, right? Like as long as there is some sort of acknowledgement of the mistake, some expression of a correction, that's all that really needs to happen. And I think like if especially like with when it comes to pronouns, like practicing when that person is not around. Like I think Laura, for example, like it was pretty difficult for her to get my pronouns like consistently correct for like the first month or two, because I obviously like we've known each other for almost 10 years, and so she was used to using she her pronouns for me for 10 years and the entirety of our relationship up until that point. So I think she started to like think of me and look at me and be like, Celine's pronouns, are they them? Just like periodically as like a reminder to her.
yeah.
And then obviously like when I'm not around, continuing to use those pronouns like with the people that she's talking to. And that helped to make it stick for her. Right. So I think that's important to keep in mind too. Like making sure that you're correctly gendering a person and correctly addressing a person, even when they're not around, right?
This actually ties into a question that someone said, and we'll probably have this as our last question because my contacts are drying out, and I know it's almost 10, and for people like us, that's our bedtime. So
Yeah, for us boomers.
for us boomers, but. Someone asked, do you think it's rude to ask someone their pronouns? Sometimes when I ask new peeps I meet what their pronouns are, they get mad that I don't know it right away.
Ah, so it's such a nuanced question, right? Because you don't want to assume. So the polite thing would be to ask. But obviously there are people who don't want to, or who, like this person said, like react by saying you should have known that already, or they're just not comfortable with sharing that right away. So I don't necessarily know if there's a best way to approach that. I mean, I think how I approach it, especially with new people, is I introduce myself and use my pronouns. And then sometimes that encourages the person to then share their pronouns. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's necessarily a correct answer for that question. It's so nuanced, right? But
Right.
yeah, I think if you put it on yourself first, right? Like, I introduce myself to people. Hi, I'm Celine. My pronouns are they, them. What are yours? How they're going to react is how they're going to react, right? Like, can't control that. But at least you yourself know that you're doing your due diligence and your best to be respectful. How they react is how they're going to react. And, if they react in the way that this person did or these new people do by being like, you should have known that already, I mean, you could just let them know that you're just trying to be respectful and you will make sure to use their pronouns moving forward. I mean, that's really all you can do, right?
Yeah. No, I think that's a great way of putting it. Because, yeah, if they didn't introduce that to themselves or to you right away, it's not your fault, right? So, yeah. So I agree with what Celine said. There's actually, I'm not gonna say who it was because I don't know if this person is still in here, but I was having a talk with someone, and the people in that community assumed the gender of this individual, and they had to share out with some of us that we were not what they who we thought they were, and introduce the correct pronouns for us to use within like the chatting area, and then like I'm okay using these pronouns like when we're just talking individually. So I think for obviously one that takes a lot of courage for that individual to say that out loud to just anyone, right? But I think even if whatever you identify with, I think what you said, Selena, of just like, yeah, just normalizing that. Because even me as an educator who is working in a college setting, we normalize using that like in our Zoom meetings and like introductions with like students and staff, just so that it's kind of like a habit. Like you even see it nowadays in like signing off for like email signatures, right? Like I would have like Jess so and so, academic advisor, she, her,
Yep.
yeah. So
yeah, and I think like what was I just gonna say? I literally just had a thought in my head that you just triggered. What I was gonna say was it's all about meeting people where they're at, right? And if you're in a space of privilege, right, and you're in an interaction with someone, you're kind of in that privileged, more powerful space, right? It should be up to you to make sure you are meeting the other person where they're at, right? So in situations of like misgendering or not knowing someone's gender, you can go about it in the most respectful way and still get it wrong, as I'm sure a lot of people know. So that it's just about correcting yourself and respecting what that person would like to be addressed as moving forward. That's all you can do.
Awesome. Thank you, Chocho and Ken, for the hydrate and scissors for the stretch. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Welcome. How was your day? How are you doing? Kendall, I'm glad you really thought this was enlightening. I hope it is for a lot of people who are in here. And hopefully you were able to get something out of it. As our time is coming near to an end, I will be just muting. Totally fine. I appreciate you being here. Can I get a shout out for Tammy, please? Celine, I usually end with a quote, or well, not it has to be a quote, but if you were to just give any wise words, it doesn't have to be related to the topic, but just to motivate everyone to kind of get through the week. It could be related to this topic or just anything in general. I know you said some pretty wise words, throughout the stream, but if you were to give just words of encouragement for the week.
I would say, and I'm gonna share what I'm focusing on this week, and that is to create space for myself and give myself grace, for anything stressful that happens in my life, and also if uh, you know, conflicts or things happen with other people, to give myself grace to feel the way that I feel, but also give other people the grace to not redeem themselves, but like give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not ill-intending and they just need to have a conversation about certain things. Take care of yourself. Self-care is the most important thing. And honestly, I think the biggest self-care that you can do for yourself is to live authentically and truthfully as your most genuine self. That is the best thing that you can do for yourself and the other people around you. And I think that is the biggest form of self-care that you can do for yourself.
Awesome. I will end my motivational wisdom for you all. Oh, thank you for this amazing stream. Thank you, Ken, for just being here. Honestly, everyone that is in here, I appreciate you all, no matter kind of like what Celine was saying, wherever your kind of like ladder is in, your journey with this conversation. Just the fact that you are in here is really important. And this goes to what my actual quote for all of you is just that keep learning and keep having the desire to learn, because the fact that you just stay open-minded about these types of things, one, is just going to benefit just society as a whole, because we're just going to be learning and continuing to learn from others. Obviously we can take that in a general sense, but just our ability to be open and our ability to just learn from one another is just so valuable. And just having these conversations and things like that, it's like we don't have to make it super serious. We can make it super chill and super fun. Celine and I don't bite, and everyone can have their own version of this conversation in some shape or form. Scissors is ready for acapella time. So yeah, no, I appreciate all of you for being here. So again, everyone says thank you to Celine for being here. I know we've had multiple guests, but this one, all of the conversations we had are equally important, but I wanted to just make sure that Celine just had space to just kind of share their truth and, educate us on things that I've learned just for today. And hopefully, these are things that will stick for, the rest of our time, So thank you, Celine.
Thanks for having me. Everyone snaps for Miso in the chat.
Big snaps.
Fave streamer. Best streamer.
Oh, Celine, I know your username on Twitch is The Real Italian, yes. But please follow them on Instagram. Oh no, we don't have the thing on here, but it was.
Hold on. I'll put it in chat.
Yeah. Celine will put their Instagram. They are currently on a coding journey. Coding journey. So kindly follow them. They're awesome. It's kind of more aesthetic than my Instagram, but it's a vibe there. So definitely check them out if you want to follow them on any socials. So TY streamed today, and Celine enjoyed your stay. Very nice. Follow or Scissors will throw you to the shadow realm. All right, have a good night. Tell the pugs I said hello. Celine has 2 very cute dogs, and tell Laura I said hi too.
Will do. TY stream. TY Jess. See y'all for the next one.
Oh, before I say, Celine and I, we're gonna go camping this weekend, so that's gonna be an adventure. So
catch my Instagram. I'll probably update since I won't be coding. So
yeah,
you can follow our shenanigans while camping in hopefully not rain, but maybe rain. Who knows?
Have a great evening, everyone. Yes, thank you, Ken. I don't know. I could sing a song, but we'll see. I don't know. If someone gave me a song suggestion, I don't know what's a good. I asked you a song, Celine, because I was like, maybe I'll sing Selena's song, but the song that you gave was really good, and I don't know it. So
That's fair. It's a very not indie song, but not people know this artist or song. So hey, This Is Me. That's a good one though.
This Is Me. Oh my god. Zoom by Jesse. Run This Town. These are not karaoke songs. Let's see what pops up here. Zoom by Jesse. Jojo, I can't speak Korean. I could do the dance, but I don't know Korean. Run This Town. I don't think I know. No, you got this. No, I'm gonna offend someone for speaking Korean incorrectly. This Is Me is high as heck. Let's see. Karaoke. We believe in you. Thanks, scissors. Celine, you're more than welcome to be here, or you can leave as well. I don't want to keep you since I know it's almost 10 and you didn't eat yet, so you should eat.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat. Well, I'll lurk and chat, but
okay.
Bye, chat.
Bye, Celine. Thank you again. Alrighty. We out here. Alright. Thank you everyone for being here. Okay, I gotta like adjust the freaking video. There we go. Alright. Wait, is it Greatest Showman This Is Me, or is it Camp Rock This Is Me? I got two This Is Me's and they're both great versions. The Camp Rock This Is Me? Both W? Okay, they're both gonna kill me. Okay, we'll do the Camp Rock version first, because that one's easier to sing. I think. I might regret that. Alright. Alright. But if you are going to dip out, we'll probably find someone to raid. I know there's a couple of people streaming right now, so if anyone has a preference on who to raid, I low-key want to raid Cole. I know he will hate me, but he has 19 followers, right? Or not followers, 19 people watching him right now. So I think it'd be funny if we raided him. Cole raid? Okay, as long he won't know. So we'll sing to catch him off guard. Alright. So hopefully he's not. No one tell him. No one tell him. I'll make him mad for this one time. Alright, we're gonna do This Is Me Camp Rock. I hope y'all can hear it. Alright. This is me actually know the dance. You're amazing, Ray Talent. Thank you for being you. Oh, thank you, Ken. That one was kind of tough. I'm sorry. That was not the best song I've sang. Any song requests? Where is Ray? Or where is Cole going? Okay, it looks like he's going somewhere else. Is this true? Is he going somewhere else? He's coming here? Oh my lord. Alright. Why, Cole? Alright, well. Anyone has song suggestions if he does come here? Is he actually coming here? Oh, thank God. Thank you. Okay. If you raid Addy, I'll raid Spy Camp. He's watching me right now? Bruh. I don't want to make you stream longer than you have to. Yeah, it's my bedtime. Bye. Wait, I can't even hear him.
I know, that's why I didn't want to raid you, because you already streamed 2 hours. So I didn't want to do anything unnecessary. And he's going to eat right now.
Oh, wait. Cole, you hear me? We'll raid Spy Camp. It's my Nikki Boo Cage. Cole.
Nikki. Oh wait, love Nikki. Go. Give a shout out to Nikki. So I can. What's up?
What in the delay is this?
Alright. I have your stream volume off. Jess. Just a kid.
Alright, we're gonna raid Spy Camp. Alright. But yeah, the back and forth is too cute. Alright, we are gonna raid Spy Camp. We'll join Cole. I don't know what Cole's raid message would be. Hold on, I wanna see if this worked, because I tried doing a thing. Yeah, let's do that. I'm tired. I need to sleep. Cole's gonna bring the rest of the people for Spy Camp, so. Oh, yes, in terms of what we're gonna be doing this week, I will be streaming again on Wednesday. We'll be doing Stardew Valley with the crew. So my sister, Sush, and our friend Andrew. And then, I don't know, I think I'll stream Thursday. I haven't decided yet because I'm gonna be going on Friday to camp. So I won't be able to stream all weekend. So hopefully we do something cozy on Thursday. I haven't decided yet. So if people want to play any games like Valo or whatever you want, let me know and I'm totally down. So, but yes, have a lovely evening. Guys! Thank you for the gifted Takuya Park. What the heck? Not the end of the stream gifted. Love you, cuz. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and thank you everyone for being here. This one meant a lot to me. J too fast, man. Yeah, this one meant a lot to me. I'm not like very like knowledgeable in this topic, so having Celine here to just kind of learn was really, really nice. So thank you all just for being here. Love you, Nikki. Love you, Kazo. Then thank you again to, oh my god, Chocho and Don and Cousin for the subs. So, y'all the best. Oh my god, Spy can't. Wait, don't be right, B. Hold your horse. Tell him. Did he leave? Tell him to stay there. Okay. Have a good evening, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see Cole's stream there too. I have to. So, love you all. Stay cozy. Have a really wonderful week. If you all need anything, let me know. Oh my god, I am so dumb. I totally forgot. We made a Discord too. Sheesh, look at that. We made a Discord. So, if you want to come join in, there's lots of lovely soup folks in there. So let me, as you all click on that, let me freaking raid Spakant. Bunso Ivan, hello. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrates. I'll make sure to do that. We're gonna be raiding Spikant. And thank you, Tammy, for being here. But yes, please join the cafe. If you want to chat, I'm always there, okay? You rated? Okay, we going in too. Hold on. We'll be there. We're going. It's 7 seconds. Hold on. We're ready for blast off. We'll be a little bit late, but that's okay. Okay, have a good night. Get the raid message. I forgot it again. Shit, hold on. Right there. Frick, I didn't get an exclamation. Dear God. Alright. Bye bye. I love you all. Peace.